Welcome back, Cotter, or whatever.
Up your nose with a rubber hose.
Welcome back anyway, guys. Welcome to my garage. And the last couple videos, well, maybe not the last couple, but 2 of the last 3 videos we were working on the hood. And this one's gonna be no different because I'm already in here. I cut the last video short because it was getting a little bit long. Because it was getting so long, I decided to add this part. So what we're going to do here, this hood has a lip on it. And what we're doing is we're adding the Zeus pins, so this hood has to sit flat against the Zeus rails. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to go up about 38 inches. That's what the fender is. We're gonna bring it in and then cut it pretty well flush. We don't wanna take too much off. We can grind it down later. So for now, we're gonna try to go straight across. And what we're gonna use, this here contraption right here. And since we're cutting fiberglass, we wanna make sure that we have our mask and our glasses on so we don't get any of that crap in our eyes. So let's get started. So apparently that blade gets hot and does not like cutting fiberglass, but it's all cut. There's still a little bit of a lip here, same as on the other side, a bit of a lip. I wanted to leave some because we can take some off a lot easier than we can put some on. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to grind this stuff down, make it somewhat flat. There we go. So the lips are cut off. Kind of blended it up past the fender mark, just so this fits in nice along where the bumper is. So nice and smooth. It is dusty in here. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna get a caliper and check the width. So it's pretty thin on both sides. So we'll probably have to go with the thicker spring on the Zeus pins. So what else I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a nice skim of fiberglass resin, just the resin, just along here. Give it a quick scuff up with some gritty sandpaper and just a nice light skim, just so there's nothing splintering out later down the road. Once we have the bottom finished, I will probably throw on something like a lizard skin or bed liner. So that's it for today. I have some real estate stuff to do in the morning. Hopefully in the afternoon, I'll be able to get back out here and get going more on this hood. But for now, it's bedtime for me. Here we are, back the next day, just got dressed. And what I did here is I just cleaned down the sides of the hood, ran some tape along the lip, just in case there's any low areas or areas with any chips or whatnot. I'm gonna mix up the fiberglass now and run a strip of resin right along here, just to make sure there's no splintering or any issues like that down the road. So here we go. Okay, the resin's all mixed up. Now let's get over to the hood. So this is probably not necessary, but we're gonna do it anyway. Because we're gonna add those Zeus pins, we wanna make sure that the hood doesn't splinter or crack later on. And before this fully dries, once it's tacked up, I'm gonna peel the tape off so I can still get the tape off. All right, let's hammer it this side now. Beautiful. There's a couple sections, or I guess not sections, there's a couple spots that I'm gonna just hit with some resin all along this edge here, because whoever did the cut before didn't do a very good job. And there you go. So now I'm just gonna wipe off any drips that came onto the front side of the hood, and we'll let that tack up. And then, like I said, I'll come back out before it's fully hardened and pull the tape off. So we'll leave that for now. Okay, so we left off with the glassing around the edges. That was a few days ago. I had some other things to take care of, but what you missed is I peeled the tape off, cleaned up the edges a little bit, and I'll go over them one more time just before we're ready to prime. Then I'm going to wax and grease remove, wipe down this whole hood, and mix up some primer and get going on this. Let's go. There you go. It's all ready to be primed. What I'm going to do now is mix up my primer, get some spraying. Okay, so the primer is mixed up. The hood is wiped down completely. Time to spray. Let's get it going now. All right, so I should be wearing a better mask, but I'm not. Coat 1 is down, and from the looks of it, the body work that we did is pretty flat. So that, you remember the body fill we used? It's a new product. You can see that it eats up the primer pretty good. So we're gonna have to dump on another coat once this one dries up. I'm gonna let this one tag since it's a little cool in here. Probably gonna give it about 20 minutes. Come back out and then hit it with another coat. But for now, looks pretty good. There you have it. The hood is all primed. It looks super flat. We did a good job with the fill itself. We will guide coat block it down the road, but I don't want to really do much work to the hood because it won't be going on the car. I still have to drill some holes, so I'll probably have to touch it up again. But for now, that is where we're at with the hood. So please like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little 3-video hood series. It was kind of fun doing it. Took a little bit longer than I expected, waiting on blocks, plus being busy with a few other things. The Mustang is definitely getting dirty from inside and outside. So actually, this is gonna go in the other building because I got a surprise coming next week, and I can't wait to get to that. Just picking out a few things on the engine. I'll show you real quick, actually. I cleaned up the water pump, gave it some paint. I have to put another coat on there. Just want to see how well it fit. I also ground off the truck, the bolt at the front for the fan, and kind of smoothed it all in, and looks a lot better. And there's my friend. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. She go. So we're gonna leave it at that, guys. I'm Billy Mack, and welcome to
My garage.
my garage.
My garage.
Her garage.